Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. We're now going to have a new build on the channel, and that is the Build the Ironman MKlll Armour by fanhome. So yeah, we're starting to build the Ironman. So really exciting, this one. Thought I'd throw in another figure build because we feature a lot of cars on the channel at the moment. So yeah, another figure build to just break that up a bit. So if you want to get this for yourself, this isn't available in newsagents at the moment, but you can go to this link, I'll put it down here, fanhome.com, and you can go and subscribe from this from issue 1 for yourself. So let me show you what we get with stage 1 and what we're doing. Right, so as you can see, we get all the parts to make the head. You can get you a new screwdriver down the bottom there, so that's really good. If you haven't got a screwdriver, you don't desperately need one to start these builds, because most of them give you a screwdriver at the start. Right, so issue 1, as you flip through, you will see it gives you lots of facts and stuff and the story of the Ironman. So this is Ironman 1. It's telling you about in here how he goes to make the MKlll Armour. So we're making the MKlll Armour. So this is all the parts we get. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be screwing this support part into the middle of the head, just there, and then we can put this battery box with the LEDs and everything on it. That can go in. That's also got a switch on the back as well. Then that's going to go there. Then we can put the LEDs into this part here, and we've got to lower that down just behind the lens part, just up there, and that's going to get secured down with a couple of EM screws. Then we can work on the base part. We're going to put this part down on the base, screw that down, and then add the backing part. Then we can work on this part, which is going to be like the little toggle switch on the ear. That's going to work just then, flick the switch on and off for us. Then we can add the switch part down into there, just like so. And then we can connect the head together, screw that up, and we can add the batteries in. They do supply the batteries with this, so which I was quite surprised with. That one of the things with the trial, you had to run out and try and find these certain type of batteries. They actually send you the batteries, so yeah, you can put the battery in, secure that down, put the visor lens on the visor, and then that can go on the front, and then we've got our armor head all done, and that is the helmet all done. And it gives you lots of information and stuff about Iron Man from the comics and that as well. And then it tells you down there what's coming up in the next issue. So yeah, exciting one, this one. Always love a new build day. So yeah, let's get the parts open and start building. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our head part here, and just down here we do have this part here. So we've got 2 screw ports on the side and a peg point at the bottom. So this is for this part here. These are both die-cast metal. There's our little peg. So this is going to be located down onto there. And we're going to secure that down with EM screws, one either side. So you might not be able to see this a bit, but let's go try out their screwdriver, see how that works. So first one in, went in quite well. Now the second one. There we are. That is that in there. So that's like the support post. Next we can take the battery box with the LEDs, and we can basically secure this down. So this is going to get secured down with another EM screw. So it's going to sit down into there. This can be quite awkward to show you. But yeah, we're going to be putting, let's move them wires out of the way. So this is going to be sitting just over this little gap just here, and secured down right down there. I don't know if you can make that out, but there is a screw hole down there. That's for another EM screw. So I'm holding that down and screw that into place. Just like so. So now we've got our battery box part all connected up. Turning it over, we can clip our lens part into place. So let's move these LEDs out of the way. It's going to clip in, just a push fit. It's a clip on either side, just like so. Now taking this part here, we're going to be pushing the LEDs through these holes. So you want this part at the front to plug in the LEDs. So let's plug these in. Number 1 and number 2. And we can take that, and this is going to get lowered down into here. And we're going to locate that onto these 2 screw points here. I'm going to locate this front part down into the groove of the visor part. So I'll try locate that in. This is probably the most fiddliest part. So that's that located there. We're going to need 2 more EM screws. That's the first one. Now the second one just next to that, the opposite side. Screw that one down as well. There you are. So that's that part in there. So we can put this part to the side just for the moment. We can bring in the base part and this part here. So this is going to get located onto the base. So we're going to drop that over the top of there. So let's drop that over. And then we're going to need 3 AP screws in these holes here. There we go. Number 1. Number 2. And the last one now. There we are. That is our base part all done. So now we've got like our ball joint socket and the bottom of there now. So now we're bringing in this part, which is the bottom of the head, and we can locate that down. So it just drops down into there just like so, and that's going to sit in there. Then we can take EM screws, 2 of them, one in each side. So this is the first one going in here. Number 1, and let's get the second one on the screwdriver. Number 2. There we are. There's that on there. So we can put this down and we're going to make up this part, which is for his ears. This is just going to get dropped over the top. So that's going to get dropped over the top of there. It does have like a key slot part on there, so we know we've got it the right way because it will only go on one way. There we are. Then we can take a BP screw and put it in the top of that. These BP screws are countersunk as well, so they sit lower. Alright, so we get that in there, just like so. Now this can get located onto this part here, so we want to go on this side. Slotting that into there. So now that can move in there. That's what's going to turn our switch on for us, which is what we're going to install now. So I remember in the trial version, this was the difficult part. Was trying to get this switch part onto here. Right, so we're just going to line this up. Down onto there. We've got a screw hole on here, and we need to locate that into there. We are going to need to secure this down with a BP screw, so I'm going to get one of them ready, because last thing I want to do is get this lined up and then have to put it down. Right, so let's line this up just like so, and a BP screw straight down there. Now I can let go. So when we move this, it should turn it on and off for us. Now we can take this part, slot these 2 parts of the head together, just like so. And then when we turn that over, we can put 3 more EM screws in the bottom, just there. I think that's the hard part over. First one in, a couple more. We'll get this top one in here. Actually try and use their screwdriver for the whole of this, because it ain't that bad, their screwdriver. Right, the one this side. There we are. It's all 3 of them in. Looking good. So now we need to put a battery in. They do supply us with some, so I'm going to stick a battery in. It just says 1 battery, I think, but I believe it may be 2. I'm not sure. So now with that battery in there, if we turn this ear apart, no, you won't be able to see this on this camera. I'll turn that light off. It does light up. I remember in the trial we had to put 2 batteries in there just to make it bright enough to be able to see, but I'm just going to put the 1 in for now so we can carry on with that. And so now let's put the battery box cover over the top. So this is going to get clipped in just like so. Then we're going to want an EP screw to secure this cover on. There we are. That is that on there, just like that. So you take this side, which is the opposite ear side, and this is just magnets on. So that just clips on there, just like so. So we can, that's that part finished. The only parts we've got to work on now is the actual front visor part itself. So we're going to take this part, which is the front visor lens. That gets dropped down into the center, just there. Then another EM screw in the back of that. Let's get this one in. There we are. That's that on there. Last part is this part here, which is going to go down the bottom here. It goes this way round. Just there. And that's going to be another EM screw. Just get the last screw of stage 1 in. There we are, that is that in there. That just gives us a little clip at the bottom there, so we can clip that down onto the Ironman head. And there we are. That is our Ironman MKlll Armour head, all complete. So this is the one from the trial, this one here, and this is the one we've made today. Don't know if you can tell, but it looks pretty much identical. The gold on here is a slightly different, darker shade of gold on here. But yeah, otherwise that is pretty much identical. So there you are, guys. That is our Ironman helmet all complete. Look at that. So we turn this on, you can see his eyes glowing. That is pretty cool. That's only got 1 battery in as well, so they're quite bright for just having the 1 battery in there. So yeah, really impressed with that. So if you want to get this for yourself, I'll put a link down the bottom of the screen down below. It's from fanhome.com. You can also pick up the Dodge Charger from there and build the R2D2 as well. So I do have stage 2 down here, and that is building the left foot. So we'll do that in the next step. So yeah, we'll do that one next week. So if you like this video, guys, please leave a like down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.